This is the first story of the day. Joanne, start pushing the freaking teleprompter. I'm running out of, I'm trying to do the story here. Sometimes you got to give it to her, Joanne. She's really just the worst, admin / program director there is in the East Coast. I get the worst of all. Joanne, Randy Telefriffin, when you're talking about the director of directors. Ed Wood, Telefriffin. Ocean water along U.S. coasts will rise about 1 foot by 2050, scientists warn. It's like history is repeating itself, but in fast forward, says William Sweet, a sea level rise expert with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. That's NOAA, Joanne. You didn't know it's NOAA? Like, they had to go acronym, but they could have done it up front. So now I didn't have to read the whole thing. I'm just saying. No, I know, Joanne. Slow it down. She goes, maybe I should back it up a little. Yeah, you're freaking backing up already. Dude, teleprompter. It's like history is repeating itself, but in fast forward, says William Sweet, a sea level rise expert with the NOAA. I'm going that way, Joanne. I'm skipping the rest. That's a long one. No, Joanne, I already said it once. I gotta say it again? She's telling me I gotta read it through like it says on the script. They pay you for that. She says, I don't get paid, Joanne. I'm here for the goodness of mankind. Fine, I'll do it for you, just because you asked me 74 times and you won't stop cheese gratering me in the ear. Over here, they're hearing this on TikTok. They're like, what is that lady in the background doing screaming at the host? He's trying to do a show. Like right now even. You guys hear how loud she is screaming at me, right? Oh my. Yeah, no, I know, Joanne. Anyway, fine, I'll do it, Joanne. Whatever. It's like history is repeating itself, but in fast forward, says William Sweet, a sea level rise expert with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, Joanne, and one of the authors of the new report. People living in coastal cities are already facing encroaching seas. Every extra inch of ocean water scours beaches and seawalls, exacerbates flooding during hurricanes, and makes it more likely that salty water will undermine buildings and infiltrate sewers, storm drains, and drinking waters. Oh my. Joanne, it says reservoirs. They didn't put the oh my in there. Stop ad-libbing. She's throwing things in for me to read on the teleprompter. The report gives the most concrete and certain sea level projections ever published in the United States of America. The authors of the report are 24 top climate scientists paid by the government from across the federal government. Bang, biggity boo! I ad-libbed now and it's really there, Joanne! Oh. The authors are, let me read that one more time, Joanne, but in slow motion. The authors of the report are 24 top climate scientists from across the globe. You see that, Joanne? We did it! Where was I, Joanne? You throw me for a loop here. I'm trying to do it. In many parts of the world, sea level rise is worse because coastal land is sinking. Joanne, did you hear that? You weren't paying attention, Joanne? Gosh almighty. No, I'll go in reverse. In many parts of the world, sea level rise is worse because coastal land is sinking, Joanne. Yeah, can you believe it? The new report adds up all those factors to give regional estimates for different parts of the U.S. The author predicts about 1.5 feet of sea level rise for the Gulf Coast by 2050. Joanne, what are we going to do? I know you can't go. You can't float out of here. Maybe you can float. We haven't thought about it. You are at hot air balloon carditis. Maybe you can float out of here. By 2050, the particular hotspots from Texas to Mississippi were extraction for underground oil, gas, and drinking water, and that's caused by land to rapidly collapse into the rising ocean water, Joanne. You know, Joanne just doesn't learn unless you scream at her. So I scream at her. She needs to know that I know you're there, Joanne. I could friggin' hear you wheezing right now. Oh, right. There are similar hotspots in the mid-Atlantic region, including Annapolis, Maryland, and Norfolk, Virginia. That's a bad word, Joanne. I always thought Norfolk, that's a bad word. I just can't even say it properly. Norfolk, Norfolkers, Norfolk. How do you say it without offending somebody? Where are you from? Norfolk. What did you say to me? I'm going to slap you in the face, sir. I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to offend you. I was telling you where I'm from. I'm from a place called Norfolk. And you're sitting there getting offended by it. I'm sorry. How am I supposed to deal with you and being offended by Norfolk? I said it the way I know how to say it. Oh, it's your accent. What am I doing? That's my accent. That's how I talk. I say Norfolk. And you're going to get offended by Norfolk? That's me saying how do you say it? Norfolk? That's even worse. I heard you go Boston on it. You're from Norfolk? No, I'm sorry. You can't do it. You got to throw a Norfolk, and you're still skating the line there. You're skating the line on Norfolk. I'm just saying. Some people think they can get away with it. Why don't you go Norfolk yourself? Whoa! What did he just say? I can't believe he did that. He's talking about where he's from. Virginia told me to go Norfolk myself. That's when you've really got a problem with society. People around just using Norfolk as a way to kind of throw, really offensive comments at each other as they walk by at hockey games and at a bowling alley. How you doing over there? I'm doing pretty good. I just bowled, 287. Sounds like you got Norfolked. Yeah, almost at a 300. Got Norfolked. Sometimes you're doing it and you're trying not to deal with the offensive words of the world. And someone takes a city and decides to go there with it, You know what? You know how many times I've been Norfolked? What, are you kidding me? I was out there. I paid too much for it. I asked for a refund. They said, that's how much you paid. There's no give backs, no take backs. Are you kidding me? You just gave me the old Norfolk shuffle. That's an old thing that was done with the gangs back in the day in Norfolk. The Norfolk shuffle. No, Joanne, not like the Icky Shuffle. Totally different. Icky Shuffle is different. It was doing that. You can't do Icky Shuffle with the Norfolk Shuffle. They would kick Icky out. No, I'm sorry, Icky. We don't need you. We got Norfolk. This is something we've been working out for years, the Norfolk style. And basically, you can just kind of take the hint, You're Norfolked. It's a sad thing when Icky didn't get to do the shuffle on the way out. He thought he could do his Icky Shuffle with the Norfolk Shuffle. I'm sorry, they don't work. They're not congruent. No. They don't work in tandem. Oh, look, I did this one, and then I did that one. Yeah, Icky Shuffle was much better than than the Norfolk Shuffle. But right now, we're going with Norfolk Shuffle. What, Joanne? No, Joanne, you can't do the Icky Shuffle and also go and audition for the Norfolk, shuffle. You can't do it. They don't want any more people with hearts the size of a freaking hot air balloon. What are we talking about? Sometimes you wonder when Joanne's going to come to her senses. Guys, it's a shame that they had to name the city Norfolk. Just saying. The East Coast is projected to experience a little more than a foot of sea level rise in the next 30 years, Joanne. It sounds like they're Norfolked, I'm just saying, you're there, and in 30 years, guys, we're doing okay. You are? Norfolked. Yeah, we thought we were good. We put it out over the wire. Norfolked. Guys, we need to get some emergency help. Maybe we should call Emergency Management Associates, Ron Tyler, and ask if we can get some assistance. Because currently we're Norfolked. They call the National Guard. They call, the freaking Navy SEALs and the Merchant Marines or whatever. They call them all. They're like, we got to go down to Norfolk. Like, what are we doing down there? There's a freaking group of people that are totally Norfolk. We got to go and get them. Right now, they are totally Norfolk. If we don't get them, it's the end of their Norfolkian life. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about over here? Like, when they're back at home, they just go around saying they're Norfolking it. You know, like, what are you doing? I'm getting my Norfolk on. You what? Yeah, I Norfolked the hell out of that last night. Like, they're using it in a weird third, you know, in like a way, expressing themselves with it. It's a very interesting thing when you're out there on the streets and you hear them using it. The kids, especially the kids. Did you go to that party last night? Yeah, it was a Norfolk good time. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Did you get that girl? Did you get her number? You Norfolking right? I did. Norfolk, Virginia. Great city. Great town. Where is it? City? It's a town. It's a city. It's a great area in Virginia. I have Norfolk an idea where it is, but it's somewhere in Virginia. Oh, what are you doing? You going out hunting? Where? Norfolk an idea. I have Norfolk an idea. I was supposed to go. And my friend told me I'll meet me in Norfolk. So I said, okay, where the heck's Norfolk? I have Norfolk an idea. Come down there and meet me there in Norfolk. Norfolk? Where is the Norfolk an idea? I can't anymore. Oh, my goodness. No, Joanne, no. Are you kidding me, Joanne? I can't. I did my best with it. It's Norfolk. I know I don't know how to say it correctly. No, Norfolk, you. No, you can't say that to me. You know, she gets it like on my nerves, starts doing a George Soros voice, and then she's saying for me to go Norfolk myself. You know what I mean? You can't tell me to Norfolk myself. I'm there going to Virginia. I'm traveling through the streets. I see the kids out there doing high fives. What's up, Norfolker? Bang five, you know, high fives, doing in the streets, you know. You go out and grab a slice of pizza? You damn Norfolking right, I did. And everybody is excited when they go to the hockey game that night and they get the big game. They score the big goal at the end of the game. Third period, they're there down the ice. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Go, scoops it in, right? I think that's what I scooped it in. Yeah, that was some Norfolkian game. It sure was. Best game ever. You going to that party? You're Norfolkian, right? I am. You know, when you get the newspaper the next day, Norfolk beats Hampshire. We Norfolk the hell out of them. By Menon. When you gotta buy Menon, you're doing it with Norfolk. I can't help it. This is the news, Joanne. You get in the news, you give me Norfolk. I gotta roll with it on that one. Woo! Sea level rise is happening more slowly on the West Coast, including much of southern and western Alaska. The report finds the authors predict about 6 inches of sea level by 2050. Hawaii, Joanne, that's how you say it. Hawaii and the island territories in the Caribbean will see a little more than a half a foot of sea rise. So, Joanne, if you were paying attention, I know you're not. The unfolding in their eyes, guys, whether you're in Miami or Charleston, Norfolk or Annapolis, you're Norfolked. It's best to plan before the problems surface, before you're Norfolked. You know what I mean? But it's not to say we can't engineer our way out of this before we're totally Norfolked. You know, we can find our ways to live with the water. We could do a water world thing like I did. I made 2 episodes. Accelerating sea level rise may require the humans change where and how we build homes, offices, roads, and anything else that is better dry than wet. Joanne. Right now, development in flood-prone areas is increasing despite climate change. We are moving towards the flood risk, says A.R. Siders, a climate change researcher who works for the government, University of Delaware, or the government, who was not involved in the new report, but works for the government. We're building them faster in areas who are prone to sea level rise and flooding, said the government employee. Sea level rise also has implications beyond the coasts. Sea level rise matters in the entire U.S., whether you live on the coast or not, because so much of our economy is based in these areas, says Siders. Good old Siders, with his quips. It's all closer to the coast. We know that, Siders. Beyond 2050, the report makes clear that humans have a choice. Reduce greenhouse gas emissions and control sea level rise, or keep burning fossil fuels and face oceans that are 2, 3, or even 10 feet higher than today. Joanne, let me say that again. Joanne, they keep burning fossil fuels, and the oceans will be 2, 3, or even 10 feet higher than they are today, Joanne. Holy cow, guys, that's crazy.